Thank you so much for joining me on this interview, Mr. Bonaventure. I would like you to talk about your organization a little, tell us what you do, and as well, personally, what do you do at the organization as well?
Okay. Thank you very much for having me in here. It's always good to talk about MSMEs in Nigeria because it's something that I personally am passionate about and also my organization. The Development Bank of Nigeria was conceived by the federal government of Nigeria with some development partners, like I mentioned earlier, the African Development Bank, the European Investment Bank as well. We also have NSIA as one of our shareholders.
Okay.
Our funding comes from these development partners, the World Bank, the German Development Bank, the French Development Bank, even the European Investment Bank as well. So, and we are focused on alleviating the financing constraints that Nigerian MSMEs are facing.
Okay.
Like we've been talking about at the panel, we have currently have over 39.6 million MSMEs. And these MSMEs, they don't survive up to 5 years. Many of them die off within this period. They have a lot of challenges. And one of the challenges they face is that of access to finance. And we are here to assist. So we have a three-pronged mandate. The first one is providing lending. Since we are a wholesale bank, a wholesale development finance institution, we provide lending through other partner financing institutions.
Okay.
So we lend to the banks for them to on-lend to MSMEs.
Okay.
In that mandate alone, as of last year, we've done over 632 billion naira to over 313,000 Nigerian MSMEs through about 20 partner financing institutions. Our second mandate is that of credit guarantee.
Okay.
So we share in the risks that Nigerian MSMEs have. There's a perception that Nigerian MSMEs that they carry lots of risk.
Yeah.
To enable us to de-risk them and to act as a catalyst for more MSME finance, we provide partial credit guarantee.
Okay.
We do this through a 100% owned subsidiary of the Development Bank of Nigeria, which we call Impact Credit Guarantee Limited.
Oh.
Impact, as of today, they are just about 2.5 years old. As of today, they have guaranteed over 170 billion in loans to MSMEs, to over 32,000 MSMEs in Nigeria. These are created over 4,900 jobs.
And that's great.
Okay.
That's great.
The third mandate we have is that of technical assistance and capacity building. So technical assistance to the PFIs, that's the banks, to enable them understand how to manage MSME. As I speak today, we have trained over 20 Nigerian commercial banks. When I say commercial, I'm not talking about small banks, I'm talking about big banks, using our own funds at no cost to those commercial banks. Additionally, we have trained MSMEs and we are still training MSMEs. So that's capacity building for the MSMEs.
Yes.
As of today, we've done over 4,000 Nigerian MSMEs.
That's great.
We have to also, because we know that training is a whole lot of cost, and we wanted to democratize access to training for MSMEs. So we have developed a training app that we call MSME Biz Aid.
Okay.
So we encourage MSMEs to go there, go online to whatever store, Play Store,
or Apple
Google,
Store.
all those store, Apple stores,
Great.
whatever that you're using, and get on to the platform.
Right.
And you can actually train yourself. Within the training, you can get certification that you can even use to approach your institutions. Okay, I understand how to do this. Can you then give me this?
So basically, that is for the MSMEs to
MSMEs
to train themselves and to
Exactly.
have the certifications.
Exactly.
Oh, great.
So those are all the things we've done,
Yeah.
and we are still doing quite a lot around that.
I mean, it's so wonderful. Or I mean, many people, because of awareness, don't really even know what you do, and this has actually clarified what you do. Greatly, I'll quickly go straight to the theme of this conference. Is it towards just transitioning? Now, in the course of financing these MSMEs, I mean, through the big banks, do you have specific set rules in terms of what they should finance and what they should not finance?
Okay, so I would say we are sector agnostic.
Okay.
That is, as long as you are MSME, whatever you are doing, as long as you are doing legitimate business.
Yeah.
But we have some impact areas, the areas that we know would generate a lot more impact for Nigeria. So we encourage our PFIs to go to those areas.
Okay.
So we have some incentives. We have what we call the interest drawback scheme.
Okay.
So if you go to the impact areas for us are gender, so inclusive financing, gender, young people, and people in economically disadvantaged states. So we have the focus states. And then we also have sustainable financing. So we talk about green, renewable energy efficiency. So we encourage all our PFIs to go to those areas. So if you do, we'll give you a drawback, a rebate. We also have that rebate for the non-interest bank, which is why I mentioned IBRA earlier on. So give you a rebate when you've done exactly what we want you to do.
Yeah.
And we're also trying to attract a lot of green finance funding from the development partners, because we realize that we don't have those type of funds. A lot of them are available for us to use in Nigeria. So we're trying to get that. We're going into partnership with other agencies as well. And we believe that all that will help us towards this transition we are talking about. Yeah, thank you.
This is wonderful. And I would like to trickle down to the last question, which is, do you also have different products in terms of, supporting Islamic finance? Because we know that you said you also give financing through the non-interest banks. So do you have specific products, or let's say the product you use? Giving these people in terms of the contract and everything. Do you do that?
All right, thank you so much. So we recognize the fact that because we are OCA Bank, the finance will go to the non-interest bank. Then the non-interest bank will now have to spread it to their customers. So the non-interest bank have different type of products. But because we're also going into a profit sharing arrangement with the non-interest bank, we have different financing instruments that they can also use. Like I mentioned earlier, we have Wakala. So the one we've just done with one of the non-interest bank, for the first 3 months, we are into a Wakala relationship. So they are our agent. So go and disburse and then collect for us. So pending when they have gotten the full customers that they want and all of that. Then we go into the Murahaba, the assets finance, because they're going to be purchasing assets and all that. They can also do lease finance, Ijara. So all those type of things are what we have. But basically for us, is more of the Wakala, relationship, and because we are trying to make them our agents to go get those.
Great.
And then provide us with the rate of return.
Okay, but you just trickled something, and indulge me to ask you the last question, please.
Okay.
On your site, I saw that you have get a loan. So can individual, let's say high net worth individual, get loans or financing from your company directly?
No. So get a loan is for the PFI. So when you go to that section of our website, you click on, you see get a loan, PFI, get a loan, MSMEs. So the PFI will then get access to our products for the PFIs. And then the MSME, clicking on that site, gets linked to different PFIs that they can then choose the one.
This is wonderful. So thank you so much, Mr. Bonaventure, for this.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure having this time with you.
Thank you.